Hey everyone, welcome back to Platinum Gaming. Today, we're diving back into our weekly series where we explore personal growth and reflection. I deeply appreciate you taking the time to tune in, and my hope is that this commentary brings something positive and valuable to your day. If you're enjoying this blend of gaming with insights into mental health and self-improvement, please consider subscribing and joining me on this journey. As always, this discussion is based on my personal understanding and experiences. With that said, let's get started. Letting go can seem counterintuitive in a world that often values being in control and relentless effort. But over time, I've come to realize that while trying my best is essential, there's immense power in learning to let go of the things I can't control. It doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting in the work I've put in and staying open to opportunities. Paradoxically, when I've been able to loosen my grip on outcomes, I've found that things often fall into place more naturally. Holding on too tightly can lead to mistakes. When I force situations or try to control every detail, I sometimes make things worse. However, when I embrace the idea of letting go, trusting the process, and focusing on doing my best, I've seen great results. This mindset has helped me be more open to opportunities, more prepared for success, and less weighed down by fear or frustration. As I've transitioned into adulthood, I've often faced anxiety about the future and uncertainty about where I'm heading. Over time, however, I've discovered 3 principles that consistently bring me peace during murky times. These principles, which my wife and I jokingly refer to as constants in our adult lives, have proven true through our experiences. While they aren't universal truths established by others or backed by empirical evidence, they are recurring themes I've observed in my own journey. I wanted to share these today. One of the lessons that profoundly shaped my perspective is what I now call the Peet's Coffee principle. Years ago, my wife applied for a job at Peet's Coffee. She was qualified, had prepared thoroughly, and really wanted the role. When she didn't get it, it felt especially discouraging, not only because she was eager for more competitive pay, but because she had been rejected by several other places before this. At the time, her current job was not providing growth opportunities, and this other position had given her a glimmer of hope. But not long after, she was offered a position at a company that turned out to be a much better fit for her skills and ambitions. This new job not only paid significantly more than Peet's, but also became a launch point for her career, and later, for mine. What's more, if she had gotten the Peet's Coffee job, she would have stopped searching and wouldn't have been at the event where she found this life-changing opportunity. I have had similar experiences where an opportunity is closed, but a better one follows. But this particular example has had the most significant impact in both our lives. It was life-changing and continues to be. This experience taught us that rejection isn't always a closed door. It can be a redirection. If she had forced the situation, kept trying to pursue that one job, she might have missed the better opportunity waiting around the corner. It was a reminder to trust in the process and let go of the need to control every outcome. Sometimes, life works out better than expected. Letting go doesn't mean to stop trying. It means to stay open to the idea that what's for the best will find its way to you. The Peet's Coffee principle reminds me that rejection is often just a part of the path to something better. The second principle that helps me trust the process and feel less anxious about the future is what I call the studio principle. I named it after the place where my wife and I lived during a transformative period of our lives. Living there taught me that hard work, perseverance, and a bit of timing can lead to profound change. This principle stems from a time when we faced significant financial difficulties, often teetering on the edge of being completely overwhelmed. During those years, things sometimes felt incredibly bleak, and we were uncertain how we'd make ends meet. Yet, just when it seemed like the situation was insurmountable, an unexpected opportunity would arrive. A new job, a promotion, a school loan, or even a much-needed credit card limit increase. Living there was something we worked hard to maintain because it represented our dream of building a better life. Though it wasn't easy, we found ways to carve out a space for ourselves as 2 young adults determined to succeed. Each stroke of luck, whether it was a small raise or financial assistance, felt like divine timing, reassuring us that our efforts were paying off and that we could continue striving toward our goals. The studio principle is about trusting that you'll get through challenges, even when they seem impossible. It's not about blind faith. It's about recognizing that you've overcome difficulties before and that you have the strength, creativity, and resilience to do it again. It has taught me to stay committed to my dreams, trust in my process, and believe that solutions will present themselves. There's a strange comfort in realizing that struggles aren't permanent. The studio principle has helped me stay grounded during challenging times, reminding me to let go of the need to fix everything immediately and focus instead on taking things one step at a time. Finally, I want to share what I call the lock principle, named after the experience we had finding our new home. This principle reflects the belief that when we're making the right changes in our life, the right opportunities will align with our growth. It's something I've experienced personally in finding the space I needed to grow, both figuratively and literally. For example, I've had moments where I felt stuck, like I didn't have the tools or environment to support my growth. But when I focused on making positive changes, whether it was improving my habits, pursuing my goals, or working on my mindset, I noticed that the spaces I needed began to open up for me. One of the most profound examples of this principle was finding our current home. For a long time, I worried about whether we'd ever find a place that reflected the progress we were trying to make and was a space for growth. We wanted a space that aligned with the direction our lives were moving. It wasn't about being overly picky, but about finding a home that fostered growth, balance, and peace. In the past, I've lived in places chosen out of necessity, where the environment didn't always support the progress I was striving for. Our previous home, a small studio, was an amazing space that served us well in many ways. It was cozy, functional, and full of good memories. However, its size eventually felt limiting, reflecting some of the constraints I was feeling internally. This time, with the privilege of time and choice, I was determined to find a place that supported further growth and progress. What I learned, however, was that the external search wasn't the whole story. It wasn't until I shifted internally, letting go of control, trusting the process, and focusing on preparing myself for growth, that the right space seemed to appear effortlessly. I'm not sure if it was coincidence, timing, or something more spiritual, but the experience reinforced a belief I've carried for years. When we're ready for growth, life often provides the tools, spaces, and opportunities to support us. The lock principle is about trusting that the right spaces and opportunities will align for me as long as I continue putting in the effort and remaining open to new possibilities. It's a lesson in patience, faith, and the belief that inner transformation will ultimately manifest into external realities. These principles, Pete's Coffee, Studio, and Lock, have taught me that there's a delicate balance between effort and trust. It's important to try my best, to put in the work, and to take action toward my goals. But it's equally important to let go of the need to control every outcome and to trust that the work I'm doing will lead to better opportunities. Although it still takes effort to incorporate, this mindset shift has been transformative for me. It's helping me approach challenges with a sense of calm and optimism rather than fear or frustration. It's taught me to see setbacks as redirections rather than failures. And it's reminded me that even when things feel uncertain, there's often a bigger picture at play. If I could summarize everything I've shared, it's this. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting in the work you've done and staying open to the opportunities life presents. It's a lesson in patience, faith, and resilience, and it's one that has profoundly shaped the way I approach both challenges and successes. As part of this weekly series, I also like to look back and share some highlights from the week. On the personal side, this week has been full of meaningful moments that reminded me to value everything I have and how far I've come. Celebrating my wife's birthday was a special highlight, giving us a chance to reflect on our journey together. I'm especially thankful for my job, which allowed me to take some time off and spend it with her, family, and friends. I also caught up with my childhood friend from Arizona and one of my best friends, and we had a blast at a speakeasy, complete with some amazing pizza after. Friendsgiving was another memorable moment. Another one of my best friends cooked a delicious meal for us, and it was a great time. I also spent time with my parents after my grandfather's memorial service. It was a nice dinner, and spending time with them makes me extremely grateful to have them and to know I am making them proud. My lower back issues flared up again this week, but I'm staying positive and focusing on getting stronger. In gaming, I finally earned the Platinum Trophy for Modern Warfare 2 from 2022. My boy Panda helped me tackle the tricky Going Dark and full SSE trophies, and we had a lot of fun completing them together. These trophies had been on my to-do list for over a year, so finishing them was incredibly satisfying. I also played Black Ops 6 and some Frontier Defense with the boys, which was a great time. With the cozy season upon us, it felt like the perfect time to play some Minecraft. After putting in a few hours, I'm now closer to defeating the Ender Dragon and earning the Platinum for the PS4 version, a trophy I've been chasing for years. I've also been playing some Gran Turismo 7 on the PSVR2 to unwind. This week's events were great. My main gaming focus this week, though, has still been the new Astro Bot game, which has been nothing short of fantastic. It's wonderfully addictive and met all my expectations. It's been a great week of reflection, connection, and gaming, one that reminded me how much I have to be grateful for. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. It really means a lot to me. I'm dedicated to improving the quality of each video as we continue this journey together. Don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in more gaming content, mixed with insights on mental health and self-improvement. Also, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'll leave you with a clip of my Platinum and my race of the week. The Tokyo Expressway is definitely one of my favorite tracks. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Damn.